Shalom, giving all praise unto Yabashi Mashai Bashim Kwa Hakodash. Double honors unto the apostles of great millstone, and honor your brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So I'm gonna call this video Sensationalism, false accusations, and maybe another word that comes to mind. But you can see what I've done here, and one other thing I'll point out is everybody's YouTube is ever so slightly different from the other person, because the way YouTube set up now, pretty much if you're a new user or you're new to the Great Millstone thing, a lot of these pop-ups that I've got of brothers teaching, you're not gonna have those. So if you want to do an exercise to see how much Esau's got this thing on the wraps, go on a non maybe a woman's phone and just punch in YouTube, punch in GMS, or maybe your kid's phone and punch in GMS, or anything where it's like a different account, because you can see this in my account, so brothers videos pop up. But if even if some things did pop up, you can see a lot of this is not a lot of it, but you can see how the sensationalism is what the algorithm pushes forward. Hence the barefoot and pregnant thing that we've just seen from IUIC within their latest form of slander against the men of the Lord. And there's a lot of vocab as well. So that's what's coming down the pipeline, man. That's what's coming down the pipeline. And that's after the scriptures. The scripture says there was going to come a time where pretty much we was going to be accused in front of everybody. Okay, that's within the book. Let's get that within the book of Mark, the 13th chapter real quick. And that's what you got to prepare your mind for. Okay, it ain't going to be an easy ride out there into the sunset, right, into the proverbial sunset. It's going to be a very difficult experience. And let's read the scripture, and I'm going to list out some examples and some expectations. Mark 13:9 says, "But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to the council. And in the synagogue ye shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought forth before rulers for my sake and for testimony against them." And this is what we're going to experience, right? Yabashi Mashai Bashim Hakodash shall be one of those men. But you can see, the the sensationalism, right? These brothers bear false witness, which the scripture says you ain't supposed to be bearing false witness. Okay? We teach particular things within the scriptures, which is a part of the nastiness of the scriptures, but the reality of the situation is we're still teaching the scriptures. Your guys out here trying to make all kind of crazy claims about the men at Great Millstone based upon the beliefs, the belief system and the truth that we have for the scriptures. So what's going on with these guys, right? Going all the way up with the order that's prescribed within the book of Deuteronomy as it pertains to the fruit and grape doctrine. Okay, extrapolate. Okay, so there's been various slanders against the men of the Lord, right? Various slanders, and you can see the sensationalism with the barefoot. GMS man believes a woman barefoot and pregnant, which that's not really something that we. I mean, if a situation worked out like that, a brother's gonna be brought to council. I can tell you that for now. Right, a brother's gonna be brought to council. We have to decipher through the spirit whether that was negligence, right? Because we don't push negligence out here within Great Millstone, right? Really, from Yahweh Shema Shai, because Great Millstone is just a title, right? A name that represents a particular belief system of the scriptures, right? Based upon the truth of the scriptures. Okay, well, right? That's all it is, right? There's gonna be men that believe exactly the same things that we do when they go and read the scriptures, and they believe because they understand, because the Most High open out their mind. They're gonna come to the same conclusion that we've come to, right? They're gonna come to the same conclusion. Okay, but you got particular individuals out here that are trying to make a small thing into a big thing, and that could be various means, but we know ultimately the red evil Edomite is going to be always involved in it, because the scripture does call him the accuser of our brethren. Let's get that scripture. That's a good scripture. So when we see these guys that we call them sellouts, and we call them bought and paid for, and then they do particular things like this, it makes you wonder, right? It makes you wonder whether our inkling is true. In Revelations 12:10, it says, "And I heard a voice in heaven saying, Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of the Most High and power, and the power of Yahweh HaMashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, and the accused, which is accused which accuse them before the Most High day and night. And that's what's going to happen, man. Okay, it's going to go from sensationalism to straight up slander. They'll use the AI. They'll use the various editing, different things that they've got out there, the deep fake, to orchestrate and to sway the people's opinion about the truth. But it's all good. We expect it from the truth, man. Why do you think the scripture talks about the beheadings? And that's what Trump wants to come back with. He wants to come back with the beheadings. So we expect those particular things because the scripture says so. Okay, the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused us before the Most High day and night, man. So the accusing, the persecution is coming. It's like the persecution is coming. So hopefully that was of edification. With that, myself praise unto Yabashi Mashai Bashi Mukwa Akwadash, double honors unto the apostles of great millstone. One of your brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.